Tom Kozlowski here with you on 104.5 The Team and 104.5theteam.com. And this Saturday, the WWE SummerSlam Heat Wave Tour rolls into Madison Square Garden. And joining us on the phone lines, she's a WWE diva, Natalya. Natalya, what can fans expect this weekend at the show at Madison Square Garden?
Well, I think you can expect the best. And that's, we're so excited. Every time we go back to MSG, it's all the talent, including guys that have been there so many times, like John Cena. It's like a really special feeling for us to perform at Madison Square Garden. You can really be expecting the best. And I believe John Cena is going to be there along with the club, myself facing off against Becky Lynch. It's going to be a really cool environment, and it's the road to SummerSlam. So obviously everybody is gearing up for SummerSlam. I mean, now we know the match has been made between, I'm assuming we all are on the same page. The match has been made between myself and Becky Lynch for Battleground. So that's going to really kind of heat things up before we get to MSG. And it's, for me, I'm kind of in a little bit of a different role right now, and that's the role of getting in the front of the line and taking what is rightfully mine. So Becky Lynch better watch out.
That's right. You're in this role now of almost the bad girl persona that we've rarely seen throughout your career, and you've touched on a little bit about how you'll take on in singles action Becky Lynch next Sunday on the WWE Network at Battleground. What can we expect when you and Becky Lynch get inside that ring next Sunday?
Well, I mean, MSG is going to be a real treat for everyone because we're going to be, obviously we're going to be tearing it up in the ring in there. But as far as Battleground, Becky is very similar to me in the way that she doesn't really take any nonsense from anyone, and both of us really stand up for what we believe in. And I just said that the stance that I took as far as the situation goes with Becky is just I've had enough, and really I'm tired of Becky and her miscommunications, her miscalculations, her. The fact that she stole that hair color from Eva Marie. I feel so bad for Eva Marie because she really, blazed that trail with that red hair.
That's right.
Next thing you know, you got all the divas copying, all the women wrestlers, all the superstars copying her.
WWE diva Natalya joins us here on the phone lines, 104.5 The Team and 104.5theteam.com. And even before we get to Battleground, some big news involving the WWE. The WWE Draft is going to be on the first live SmackDown coming up on this Tuesday. Natty, you've been through this before. Are you nervous? Are you excited about the upcoming draft next week?
The draft is nerve-wracking because basically you're going to be separated from whoever's on Raw and whoever's on SmackDown, you might not see them again. So it really, if there are people that you like being around in the locker room or backstage, if they're on another brand, you're not going to see them. So it'll be interesting to see. And obviously now we know, okay, Shane's going to be, at SmackDown, Stephanie's going to be on Raw. Who are they going to hire as general managers? And going live, SmackDown going live is going to shake everything up. Because a live show is so different than a tape show. And it's anything and everything can happen. You can't, let's edit that out, or, that didn't work out. No. It's what you see is what you get. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So it's going to be a really awesome shift. It's going to be huge for WWE. But, like I said, there's a few people that I really enjoy seeing backstage. And I'm afraid that I'm not going to see them again.
Right, yeah. And we're going to have some interesting matchups for sure inside the squared circle. People battling against each other, matchups we may have never seen before. But we here at the station, we recently had Trish Stratus on the show, and she said if she could come out of retirement and have one more match against any current WWE diva, it would be you. Any chance we see Trish versus Natty in the ring in the near future?
I would absolutely love to wrestle Trish. It's funny because I've said this since the beginning of my career. She was like one of the people always thought that I wanted to get into WWE or wanted to get into wrestling because of my family. And granted, my family had a huge influence on me getting involved in wrestling, but I really wanted to be a wrestler because of Trish. And the first time I saw her on TV, I was like, wow, she's so pretty and she's so athletic, and she really came across as a strong female role model to me. And so when I heard that Trish wanted to face me, I was like, wow, I couldn't even believe it. It was like I was literally like a fangirl all over again. But I would love to wrestle Trish. I think we could have an incredible match, both being from Canada, we have so many similarities, and Trish is really a woman that stands up for what she believes in. She's really, she doesn't take any smack from anyone. And I think that's what being a strong female is all about, is standing up for who you are, standing up for what you believe in, and just, embracing all of your unique eccentricities. And Trish really, she does that for so many women. Even now, so she's not in WWE anymore as an active woman wrestler. And so many people still talk about her every single day. So she really left her mark, and obviously I'd love to do the same and compete with her.
Absolutely. And this Saturday, the WWE SummerSlam Heatwave Tour rolls into Madison Square Garden. Joining us on the phone lines, WWE Diva, Natalya. And Natty, you touched on your family background. Just if people do not know, your father is Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Your uncle is Bret Hart. An update on your uncle Bret Hart. I know he'd been going through some health problems. Any updates on him?
I think he's doing a lot better. I know he had a really hard year with his cancer scare, and he had to have a surgery to remove it, and it was a lot for him. So he's really, the last year took a lot out of him, but he's starting to rebuild again and starting to get his strength back. And he was with me for a match we had at Payback, and it was right after WrestleMania. It was me against Charlotte Flair, and Ric Flair was with Charlotte, and it was really a special moment to have Bret with me again, walking me alongside the ring. But the fact that Bret even did that match, I know it was really hard for him to do that match because he wasn't still 100%. Mm-hmm. And he was he just had surgery a few months prior to that, and surgery was really intense. So the fact that he even did that match with me was huge. And I will always feel and be indebted to Bret for all the things that he's done for me, and how much he's stood up for me when he's never really had to. It's pretty cool. And if people look at the Hitman, he is what he is. He's a true survivor, and he's very real. And sometimes he says things that maybe the world doesn't agree with, but he is just who he is. And we don't all have to agree and get along, but we certainly have to respect each other. And so the Hitman, I feel like he knows all about respect.
And if people do not know this as well, you are also married to a WWE superstar in Tyson Kidd, and Tyson's been out for over a year now with a serious neck injury. Any updates on Tyson's condition?
Tyson's just focusing on his recovery. He celebrated his birthday a couple days ago, so that was cool. And all the superstars and backstage staff at WWE, guys and the girls, they all tweeted and sent out birthday messages to TJ, and we ended up getting... It was really touching, actually. We ended up getting Happy Birthday TJ trending worldwide, #1 on Monday.
Wow.
And TJ texted me, and he's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, everybody cared so much. And it was, that's exactly what I wanted him to feel, was just that everybody remembers him. And, we all think about him, and anybody that's seen TJ work in the ring, they know how much wrestling meant to him and how passionate he was about it. So right now, he's just focusing on his recovery and everything like that.
You said how much it meant to him. It seems as if he may be done with his wrestling career there?
Well, it means a lot to him, wrestling. He's just focusing on his recovery. So
okay.
I don't know what the future holds for him. We're just, we're still working with doctors and everything, to focus on TJ's recovery, but it means a lot to him. We were watching the Cruiserweight Classic just last night, so he certainly has a lot of love and passion for it.
This WWE this weekend rolls into Madison Square Garden, the WWE SummerSlam Heatwave Tour. WWE Diva Natalya. Natty, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck at Battleground and the WWE Draft coming up next week.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait to see everybody this weekend, and make sure to tap Becky Lynch out so we can all enjoy that.
We'll see if Becky gets in the sharpshooter. Take care, Natty.